All right, hello and welcome everybody. We're going to be starting here in just 1 minute. Give us a second. We'll do a quick intro. We'll get you right into the action. Just bear with us and we'll be dropping in just a minute. Hello and welcome everybody. We're going to be starting here in just 1 minute. Give us a second. We'll do a quick intro. I have my own stream up. Love that so much. All right. Hello and welcome everybody. This is going to be the Venus Invitational, hosted by Fierce Trans Girl and myself. Mazita, I'm with Boom TV. I'm going to be hosting our English broadcast this evening. Please do make sure to use command watch in chat. Doing so, we'll pull up both the Portuguese and the Spanish broadcast links. Make sure to send some love over their way. We'll turn up the volume here in just a second. We're going to be playing 6 games overall tonight. We're going to be using ALGS scoring. Our players have grown so accustomed to it. We love it as well as admins, so why not use that? I'm going to host a couple games on the New York server as well as on the Dallas servers, since we do have players competing from around the globe this evening. We do have a nice, crispy little $300 prize pool up for grabs as well. Going to give everybody their fair shot at getting a little touch of that. We'll crank up some volume here so you guys can actually hear the game. And we're going to have some fun. It's going to be kind of relaxed. We're just going to take you through the games as they play out. We've got teams from EMEA. We've got North America, South America, APAC North, APAC South. We've got some Aussies in the mix. So there will be some high ping teams, but there's going to be a lot of high caliber action here in the Venus Invitational. So big shout out to Fierce Trans Girl and the team over at Venus as we get ready to dive into game number 1. This will be game 1 of 3 on Stormpoint. Before moving over to the final 3 games on World's Edge, gonna hang out with Scar and Renee here for the time being. They're getting ready to already start looting up. They've got quite a bit of good equipment already. Samurai already running that purple Evo. Just going to keep an eye on this drop map. See the Beer Beavers dropping up towards North Pad completely alone, uncontested. Meanwhile, Sabs, Gen, and Incep are able to take over checkpoint. No contest whatsoever. Does look like we might have Winks and Silver jumping into a team here. So one of the EMEA teams going to be jumping into an early contest. We'll keep an eye on this for the time being. Does look like we might see Belarus, Lorena's team, disappearing just a touch. Trying to back up, make sure they get the gear that they're looking for. Hopping on board Silver Ryan. She is going to pop a shield cell real quick. Already down to no cells, which is relatively unfortunate. One of the risks you take when dropping Cascade Falls. Sometimes unable to get the loot that you're looking for right off the bat, but it does look like they've got relatively decent guns as far as everything's concerned. Unfortunately, the team pushing in is going to have that purple Evos. Silver Ryan just trying to stay alive. Does look like they were able to break all 3. The Mozambique comes out, going to miss a couple shots from Belarus. Bella going to hop on inside. Does have a couple of those cells to work with. Does have a little bit of the catalyst mobility that she needs. Gonna go for the balloon dump. Not only a great distraction, provides some cover, but it also provides that quick out if need be. Team Europa just taking their time as CRG plays around with their food a little bit. And again, please make sure to use command WATCH. WATCH. And go check out both our both our Spanish and our Portuguese streams. Shots coming in from Silver Ryan. Does have the car in her hand, using a very little bit of that heavy ammo she had left. Swaps over to light. The Horizon goes airborne up over the top. Going to miss the last couple shots. Belarus loading that Mozambique up once again. And I just want to jump on board with CRG if I can find them quickly. Does look like they actually lost Yoikers. Yoikers, a last-minute sub-in for Team CRG. Wink's going to be the final remaining member, and it's not going to matter. Europa comes out on top. We do lose one of the NA squads early in the Venus Invitational game number 1. Thank you so much for the follows and the support thus far. Remy, I see you in chat, brother. How you doing? Haley, hello, hello. And just so everybody thinks I'm not crazy in reading chat, a little bit delayed, we are running a delay on our end. I did see Brazil fighting, so wanted to hop on down here and see what they're up to. They're just going to go through the armory real quick, make sure that they get everything that they need on their end. Do see Miss Don't Miss, another team from NA. We did lose Nia, unfortunately. Miss Exodia and Vafe still alive. The Nemesis raining damage from across the actual POI. It's going to be Miss Exodia trying to down this final player. Not going to happen. We do lose another US team. North America's making me a little sad so far. I can't lie. We do see one of these EMEA teams. I believe we have Serbia, Poland, and UK represented on this team. Kind of just hitting a little bit all over the map. Zab's just going to grab a little bit of extra supplies here for the 30-30. Go on board with... Wanted to jump on board this Puerto Rican team as they get ready to make the rotation. Going to have to dip out of caves here as one of our APEC North teams does have a set up and ready to go. Already crafted the R99. Not a bad way to start game number 1. Grab your R99 early. Does look like Team Puerto Rico pushed away, but it's going to be Scarlet and Renee. Samurai Sky trying to figure out where this Puerto Rican team might be. Ava downing 1. They hear those shots come out. So I was curious. Actually looked like Ava was watching the team behind. It's going to be CIMJ Gwen for you. Team Puerto Rico starting to unravel as this NA team cruises in. Samurai able to take down 1. Ava's going to go into the storm to try and keep the points on the board for Team Puerto Rico. They do need to get to the top 15 to get to those points. And real quickly, before we dive too much further into this, just give me 1 second, everybody. I did forget to start the actual event. I was so excited to jump on stream and start talking about Apex Legends. I missed the most important part. Apex South. It does look like Angel's going to be the last up player. Absolute one-shot, and that's going to be an unfortunate fall for Apex Southeast. But we do have Team Ashy coming out on top of that fight. And just give me 1 minute here to actually start this. It's very important. When you're doing an event, you should always start the event. It's crucial. All right, we're good to go there as Team UK comes out on top of that Apex South team. Ash is going to be your current kill leader, 3 to her name, 300 damage. Unfortunately, they did lose Shiro. Again, huge congratulations to Shiro on the Furious signing. I know it's been a little bit. It's also been a little bit since I've gone live and really talked about Apex Legends, so... First circle's almost closed. We'll keep an eye on the zone. Let's see where this next ring's going to go. A beautiful northern pole. Going to leave a couple of these teams in zone ready to go. And some teams going to have to make that longer rotation. Obviously a nice mix up here. Both zone and edge teams. We have a couple of these edge teams playing in zone right now. Second circle is starting its tick down. It will do just a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy, as you see Ava Lee playing outside of zone. Don't think she was able to go get those banners. She was not, so an unfortunate loss for Gwen and Terry. Ava will be representing Puerto Rico by herself for the remainder of game number 1. Only one more team to fall before placement points come into effect, and it's going to be Ashki on the kill feed yet again. We'll jump on board here. We're going to hang out with Team Spain for the time being. I do believe this is who Ashki was playing up against, and that's correct. Another APAC North team does fall at the hands of Dopey and Exodia. Keep an eye on that kill feed on the top right. An absolute stacked lobby tonight. That's going to be Ava falling. Team Spain also going to be eliminated. We'll jump on board with Costa Rica and Mexico representing the North American region. Fear Jenner. Absolutely should be feared. Looks like she's already got a couple kills to her name. She does have one. Angie actually opted to pull back from this fight. Did lose Ashki. Does have the banner for Shiro, so should be able to get Shiro back in, no problem whatsoever. Angie just got to stay alive through the zone damage. And here we'll jump onto the South American representation. That is Furia Natty. The only one of two South American teams in today's event. Got full Brazil representation, as well as I believe Colombia, and I don't want to guess. I can't remember everything. It's a gift. Jump over to Team Mexico, also representing the North American region. Gwen, Gabs, Cereza. Moving into where the initial fights had already taken place. Not going to be a load of loot left for them, but they will be able to rotate through here, take their time. Gwen is making a call out. She does not like the way that tree looks. I switched over a touch late. I didn't see any enemies, so I'm going to assume Gwen just doesn't like trees. So sad. Initial fight going to come out. The horizon cues go up. Gwen gonna drop back down. She's gonna take a little bit of time to pop that shield battery. Cereza moving in, does have the R99 with the digital threat. Smoke will not be a problem. Should be able to see right through all of the chaos. Gab's trying to take as little damage as possible. Takes a little head glitch, a beautiful little angle. Should be able to hit a couple of those Nemesis shots. Almost gets the break on her opponent. Playing peekaboo right now, expending each other's heals and resources. Not something you want to do super early in the fights, but sometimes you have to do exactly that. Team Mexico doing some damage, breaks the horizon up top. Gwen's going to make the call out. In goes the black hole. Gwen pushing in through the downstairs. The Wraith portal did come out. This should be a quick down. Wraith able to get away. A beautiful heads-up portal. The 30-30 should come out from hipfire. Only able to break that seer. Gonna have to back up and reset. Gwen is hurting. Gonna pop that shield battery. No problem whatsoever. Natty does pick up a kill. I'm sorry, Natty was the kill. That's gonna be Gabs finishing up that other player. And it should just be that Wraith that slipped away. Minerva hiding just outside as another North American powerhouse team pushes in, sitting right above where Natty and co just fell. Looks like they're just going to go for the long rotation. They do believe someone's up here in the command center, and they are right. It's going to be Fear Jenner. You also have the Beer Beavers, led by Vendetka. Moving their way into zone, looking for their piece of real estate to call home. One of my favorite parts of these mid-games, everybody's setting up, looking to see where that next player is, pinging every single enemy they can see. Beer Beaver's going to take their time, make the rotation as they feel safe. Jump back over to Renee and Scarlita. The Watson generator inside. Watson is flesh for 45. Only 55 health left, and that should be a quick down for Samurai. Prowler is going into the care package, I know, but it does have select fire next season, so we'll be okay. And unfortunately, we will lose Maxine and Ashwee's team. As Renetta III, a different name every time I watch her play, keeps us on our toes. Team US coming out on top of that fight. 6 kills to their name already. We've moved into the top 10 of game number 1. Each team now guaranteed at least 2 placement points, plus your kill points. Obviously, the goal is to come out on top of the lobby. You're going to want to get up to first place, earn yourself 12 placement points. And so far, Team USA looking to do exactly that. Another North American team, Crest, going to go for the revive on Miss Don't Miss. Does look like we missed that quick elimination right there on Silver Ryan's team. Silver Rain's team, excuse me. I typed Silver Ryan about 100 times and had to correct it every single time, so I apologize, Silver Rain. Just Don't Miss, gonna take her time. Pop that med kit. Gonna pop a couple first aid, a little bandage action. On board Team USA, pushing in. We are down into the top 8. Still for 2 placement points up for grabs. Samurai gonna try a couple wingman shots from far. Not gonna be able to connect. Dopey, Janie, Exodia. They are still in the fight. They are in the next ring. And Dopey only has an R99. Picks up the L-Star. L-Star, probably one of my more fun guns for this season. Thing's an absolute laser beam. All you have to do is control a little bit of recoil. Monstrous fight sitting across from them. That is going to be the Beer Beavers versus the USA team of Scarlett and Renee. Initial break's gonna come in on Renee. Renee has gone down. Vendetta, the team leader, has gone down. The hip fire comes out from the 30-30, not gonna be able to connect, and that is going to be EU eliminated. Unfortunate series there for the Beer Beavers as they walked into a very strong, well-looted US team. But the US team getting ready to get third party. Renee was able to get picked up. Samurai and Renee now on the run, trying to survive. Scarlett going to be eliminated. Not going to be able to go grab that banner for the time being as Janie's over finishing off that kill. Samurai's going to be running into another fight, and that's going to be Team US eliminated. We're down to the top 6. Angie and Shiro representing the UK. Unfortunately, we did lose Ashki a little earlier than they would have liked. We are one more team away from the top 5. You see there, Gab able to down 1. Crest is down. Miss Don't Miss is damaged. Jumping on board Team Mexico, Gabs, Gwen, and Cereza. The verticality to just pop up is so nice. You have that little jetpack. Why not use it? Get yourself up in the air. Gab's doing exactly that. We see the kill feed loading up. Just trying to see what Mexico is going to do here as we do lose Team UK up in the top right of your screen. We are officially into the top 5. The placement points will get heavier. 4 points on the board already. Got a very split lobby right now. Quick little finish as Gabs becomes the new kill leader with 5 to her name. Trying to make a couple of those nemesis shots connect. Miss Don't Miss down bottom, causing just enough havoc for the team. Just want to check on this EMEA team. They do have eyes on. Not making anything huge just yet. We have Wingman Abuser watching the door. No Wingman in hand, but a beautiful R99 clip comes through. Miss Don't Miss did take the fall there, and unfortunately, I was going to say, I don't think Wingman's able to get out the door, but she was. The catalyst wall goes up, and it's going to be too late. Team Mexico hangs on to fight another day. We do lose Team Canada in the top right. This will be the fight of fights here as we get ready to end game number 1. We've got Team Mexico, we've got EMEA, and we've got a South American team. I mentioned them earlier. Let's hang out with Team Brazil as we get ready to start closing this 5th circle. Aggression coming through from all teams. Team Brazil staying alive, backing up just a little bit. Ellie able to get that purple shield swap. The aggression comes through. Tiato able to put some Prowler damage in. Gonna be able to break that Catalyst. I do believe this was the EMEA team. Team Mexico hanging up north of this fight, getting ready to push in. Should be able to clean up whoever doesn't come out on top of this fight. Tiato able to get some of the Nemesis shots up close. Goes for the hip fire, able to make a couple of them work. S-Stage trying to stay alive for the team. Here comes EMEA. EMEA goes down and out, and Team Mexico will be your Game 1 champions. Gwen and Cereza came in at the right time. That's what Apex Legends is about, is picking that third-party timing. And they did it as best as anyone. Congratulations to Team Mexico as they come out on top. We will be back in just a few with game number 2. All right, we are locked and loaded as we get ready to drop into game number 2. Yes, 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 it is a rare stream. Very, very rare. Scarlet Void, your emotes continue to scare me. The sausage just freaks me out. Rebron, team number 12. See how team 12 does. We're going to keep an eye on this drop. We'll be going silent here for a little bit. Once we do get into game number 2, want to make sure that we get that leaderboard updated for all of our players. Players do, of course, get leaderboards updated in Discord almost instantaneously after the matches are complete. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to pin this. This will be where you're able to find all of the scores here in a little bit. As mentioned, it's always more important to make sure that the players know their scores before they dive into the next game, know where they stand, which we will cover with you in just a little bit. As of right now, Team Mexico, though, sitting double ahead of second place. Mexico representing with 26 points on the board. Brazil, second place with 13. And Team US rounding out the top 3 with 12 to their name. Canada shortly behind with 4. Look at where everyone's kind of dropping. So what we'll do is we're going to hang out with Team Mexico for a little bit as they were the winner. Just give me a few minutes to update the scores. I should be back with you by the time the second ring's ready to go. And we'll go from there. I will be back in just a few.
Ultimate accelerant here.
Thank you. Fuck them hooligans. Thanks.
Target over there.
Could get interesting.
Bogey there. You'll be all right. I gotcha.
We should go this way.
All right, we are almost done with scoring. Everybody just bear with me 1 second. Unfortunately, we had a little disconnect from the API, so just doing a little bit of manual input. But thank you for your patience. I know that we did lose Team Mexico a little bit ago, unfortunately. Reigning champions of game number 1. Great news is, once we do this little kind of API reconnect, we'll be good to go for the next games. We won't have to deal with this break again. But again, thank you so much for your patience, and I will be back hopefully here in a few minutes.
That way.
I need light ammo. Let's move that way. Nemesis here. Let's go that way.
Let's go over there. Make it here.
Relocate there. Shield battery here.
Need optics for a marksman. Let's move this way.
Let's go that way.
All right, I do want to just give a quick shout out again. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into the Venus Invitational. We are in game number 2 here on Stormpoint. This will be the final game on a New York server for the time being. After this, we're going to move over and play 2 games on Dallas servers.
Saw someone out there.
Give some of our friends in different regions a chance to play on some decent ping. Almost done updating all these scores. It is not as fun as everybody would imagine, doing this all manually.
I think we should move that
But this should be the only time we have to do it. And then in Game 3, you'll be able to listen to me ramble, talk about random things I love about Apex Legends. It's going to be a great time. It'll be a really great time. But again, thank you so much. The patience will be back with you in just a few minutes, and then we can actually call some of this action as we get in towards the later game. We'll be back with you shortly.
Let's go over there. Forget that.
Enemy spotted. Let's displace
We
there.
should go that way.
Got company out there.
Enemy in view there.
Enemy spotted. Target over there. Let's relocate there.
Hostile close. Contact with target. Contact with hostile.
Displace here.
You'll be alright. I got you. You'll be alright. I got you.
I got you, friend.
All right, we're back in the action. Thank you so much for the patience. For some reason, it just completely disconnected our API, but we're good to go. All scores for round 1 are live via the pinned message here in chat, or you can use command now to check those stats. Quick little reminder of what those scores are. The big one coming out of Team Mexico, 26 points. Mexico in 26, Brazil with 13, United States with 12, Canada rounding out your top 4 with 11 to their name. Hanging on with Jen and Sabs, unfortunately not going as far into it as they would have wanted last game. Should be able to make up that difference, no problem. They're in the top 9 already. Sabs taking a little bit of damage. Sabs going around the corner, trying to hit those flatline shots up close. A wise decision to just stay back, let Jen push in there. We do have a zone team playing on the other side here. Team Serene, Belarula, Reina, and Silver Rain. Arcstar's reigning in, playing Devastator here. Team Canada has the angles. And again, Team Canada rounding out our top 4.
The enemy's far. Hostile. Danger close. Bad guy. Outside their orbit.
Excuse me. Exodia does have the 3x. On that R301, able to give her such distant sight. Gonna go for the third party, tries to take that one out of the sky as all teams are converging on the final piece of real estate. That's gonna be this zone. You can see this zone here, there's not gonna be much to work with. Your best bet's gonna be over here on this northern side of the circle. Team NA trying to hold on, not getting as far as they wanted to last game. Dave, Nia, and Miss E. Able to take down one. APAC North team does fall. Do lose Julie Antics and co. Miss E still trying to stay alive. Trying to jump on board with Dopey here. Where's Dopey? The Catalyst Wall did come out, which is a beautiful strategy to be able to still play the edge of this zone about as effectively as possible. You can only use that Catalyst Wall for a little bit longer. That Nemesis going to play Devastator. Team EU completely out in the open. Or excuse me, Team EU eliminated. This is going to be Team Europa trying to stay alive. There is no ground to work with. There's absolutely no cover. This is where the Catalyst Walls are going to be crucial. Team Europa is still somehow alive. Team NA going to be eliminated. Europa, the one team we expected to be in the most trouble here, is in the best position. Jump on board with Canada. They did lose Dopey. It's only the final 2 squads. Exodia healing. Janie completely healed. Does not have a digital threat, but will be able to dump that frag grenade right at their feet. Exodia going to go for the res. We'll jump on board quickly with Europa, who's trying to hang on. The Seer comes out from Silver Rain. Going to be able to get some flesh. Does look like they're able to connect a little bit. Silver trying to stay alive, trying to keep things moving for the team as Team Canada is going to get forced back. And again, cannot believe that Team Europa is still alive right now. Lorena pushing up. Looks like they were able to pop back and heal just a little bit. The Volt not going to be doing as much damage as you're looking for. Going to have to pop that shield battery. Silver Rain does still have the R99. Only 120 rounds left. The CRQ comes out. They do have a team of 3. Canada looking strong, looking for the win after a close second. Horizon goes up. The R99 shines come through. Lorena's hurt. Rain's hurt. Europa, the one team who shouldn't have won that round by any single means, comes out to clutch up a 2v3. Team Europa comes out on top of what was... I'm flabbergasted. And I don't use that word lightly. But flabbergasted. Congratulations to Team Europa, putting at least 12 placement points on the board. We'll see where they come out on top of the leaderboard when we come back and get ready to drop into game number 3. Jamesy, thank you so much for the rate of 5. I hope you had a killer stream. And I miss you. I miss our Slate Picks Friday nights, once a month together. Please tell Kylie. She's keeping us apart, and it's not fair. I can assure you, little Mr. Poochertons is still alive. Little Pooch. Only might be rebooting this lobby, so just give us 1 second. Update that text to game 3, because we are on game 3. I lost all my volume. I love that. I'm so cheeky. I was trying to be smart about it. It's not gonna work. We are dropping into game number 3, a beautiful eastern to west path across the top of Storm Point. You can come pick up the dog anytime you'd like. He goes to doggy daycare now. I think he's got a doggy girlfriend. Not 100% sure. All right, so while all of these teams are dropping in, just a quick rundown of the scores. Team Canada and Team Europa tied for first with 30. Team Mexico, who won game number 1, sitting in third with 26. Team United States sitting in fourth with 14. And Team Brazil rounding out your top 5 with 13 points. All of this, of course, available via the Now command. Drop that leaderboard right there. Or if maybe you don't want to hear me ramble, maybe you'd hear somebody ramble in a different language, Portuguese, Spanish. We have 2 different watch parties going on right now, so make sure to use Command Watch, which I know I'm on a little bit of a delay, so you're going to be confused when I enter this. But go ahead, go over and support both of our additional watch parties going on right now. The support across the globe for this Venus Invitational is absolutely crazy, all for a $300 prize pool. But Apex Legends just, it brings us together. It just brings us together. All right, Cascade Falls is going to have a contest early. Team USA, Yoinkers and Wicks. Yoinkers. I always want to say Yoinkers. I'm sorry, Yoinkers. Yoinkers. Winks trying to stay alive. They were able to get Jasmine back up. Not live, as you can see there. Winks is going to fall. Yoinkers still alive, looking for something with that wingman hipfire. It's not going to happen. Unfortunately, Team USA is going to be eliminated. The last game winner, what could have been an absolute devastation for Team Europa. Sitting on edge, only a rock and a catalyst wall to keep them safe, comes out of a 2v3 on top of Team Canada to win it all. Team Europa gonna be looking for life as they start to roll through the remaining lobbies. Calf and Joker, thank you so much for the follow. No additional contests going on just yet, so we're just going to keep an eye on this overall. But we might have something potentially up here at Stormcatcher. Miss Don't Miss and Co. are going to come up on top of the building. It's going to be Missy, Nia, and Vaf. Going to have to take this engagement a little bit earlier than they would have liked. Both sitting on white shields. I'm sorry, the new term is napkin. Shout out Nicewig for the ridiculous way to describe a white shield. I love it. I'm using it. I hope you're okay with it. Did go for a craft here behind the catalyst wall, which is... that's definitely an interesting strategy. Trying to stay alive. The Volt not able to make it happen. Miss E does fall. Nia pushing in. Going to also be using this Volt, a Volt Nemi combo. Extremely powerful. Here comes the black hole. No nades to throw. Does pull them both in. They're both down right now. Only a white knock and a blue knock, separating them from some of the Volt damage as Vafe tries to keep the team alive. Gonna go for a beautiful little click. Hits for 41, hits for 45. Love the heads up play out of Vafe. To help with the catalyst, she throws it right in front of the cannon. Not even able to get away. Beautiful, beautiful heads up play. Jump over to the APAC north side of things. Julie Antic and Alinko. Not sure if they had somebody in their sight. I did see him flashing, so I wanted to check. We'll hop on board to Team Canada. The other team tied for first place. Janie Exodia and Dopey. Absolute powerhouse of team. Of a team. Forgot to add that letter here. Here we have a nice little third party. Europe trying to stay alive in a pinch right now. Sab's gonna fall. Jen is down. Incep trying to stay alive, holding it down for the EMEA team. I believe Incep was their Serbian player on this roster. Incep gonna try and stay alive, but will jump over to the Beer Beavers. Another EMEA powerhouse of a team. Even on ping, no problem for the Beer Beavers.
Hostile spotted.
Did catch that rotation just a little bit late. Vendetta running that 2x4 zoom on her flat line. Gonna go for these quick connects, but I believe this was Shiro, Angie, and Ashki, the one team you don't want to rip into you with confidence. They do lose Ashki. Angie did lose her shield. She's gonna have to fall. Shiro is still alive, does have a player flesh over on the edge. Gonna play a little ring around the Rosie, lose the player inside. Shiro able to take down Larusik. Vendetta. Can we make something happen? This is going to be, I believe, a 1v1. Goes for the fake revive. Was able to get that purple shield all the way up. And that's going to be Beer Beavers coming out on top of it. Vendetta was one shot, as you can see by the health there on the bottom left of the screen. A very close call for Beer Beavers as they come out on top. Playing their rival EMEA team. You have a couple teams out in zone right now. There's playing edge, and then there's playing way over the edge, which is totally okay. Jump on board Puerto Rico. Avely, Gwen for you, and Tari. Trying to keep things moving, trying to add a couple more points to the board. Puerto Rico right now, only sitting on 3 total points in, I believe, a single kill. And I believe that kill belongs to Gwen for you. It does. Going to take a little bit of time, get their resources up. Unfortunately, getting caught in fights before they were ready. And here comes... Nope, I don't need that, but thank you so much. We're over at Mill right now. Going to jump on board with Brazil. This is going to be the team of 2. And we'll jump over to the team of US. Renee able to get Flesh on the bang. A beautiful quick swap over, and that's going to be Team Canada eliminated. Samurai was down. Going to get Samurai back up. Renee and Scarlet should be okay. They're going to start to push through this door at any time. Going to get the full 1 clip from Renee. A heads-up play. Should be able to get this 1 clip as well. Renee's on a tear. Renee going to try and get that shield swap. Able to do so. Samurai was picked up and is able to heal. Scarlet & Co. holding this up for the time being, and that's going to be the APAC North team retreating, using that Wraith portal to do so. Pushed in to go for a potential third party, and unfortunately got pushed out very quickly. And here comes Team Puerto Rico. They do have a little bit of a high ground right now. Not something completely perfect as far as angles are concerned, but the aggression's going to come through. All they have to do is find one little break in either of these 2 teams' armor. Did see a heal over here. That's going to be Team Brazil, just south of Lobster. Down Beast, Lobster, whatever. In that area, you know what I'm talking about? We do have 2 Gwens, but I'm going to hop on board with this Gwen, so I hope, Rebron, you're looking for Gwen for you out of CIMJ on Team Puerto Rico. Trying to stay alive just outside of the mill. We do have the APAC North team over here. We do have Team USA. Sitting inside mill, going to take their time, go through this loop. Jump back over to Team Puerto Rico. Looking to see, don't know where that beacon had come from. And also, let's just turn on the ring, shall we? Let's see where we're going next. Very easy. This is actually best case scenario for Team USA, Team Puerto Rico, and APAC North. Just a general note as well, we are playing on the Dallas servers for game number 3. So we're going to be playing Dallas for game 3 here on Stormpoint. We're also going to be playing Dallas for game 4 as we transition over to the next game in World's Edge. And then we will swap back to New York, giving the EMEA players a little bit of a better option. But we do have players playing out of APAC as well, so we want to be as accommodating as possible. Again, completely global event. Teams from every single region, minus Antarctica. Penguins don't play Apex Legends. Puerto Rico looking for their next home. Jump on board to Team Brazil. They're moving down to the outer edge of Mill. Have no idea the trouble that awaits them once they get down there. And while we have a little downtime, just want to give everybody the option. And when I say option, it's not really an option. Please just do it. Please make sure to follow Venus on Twitter. Started up the brand new Twitter account thanks to Fierce Trans Girl. She took care of that all. Drop her a follow. Keep an eye out for the next coming events because we're going to start hosting these on a monthly basis. We might mix it up. We might do something completely crazy. We might ban some legends in the next one. You never know. But make sure to drop the Venus Invitational Twitter a follow. Just plug that in chat there. You can use command Venus at your own leisure as well. Still moving into South Mill here. Nothing just yet. For Team Brazil. Tiato was spotted. We did just lose Costa Rica and Mexico. Unfortunately, Fear Jenner's team going to be eliminated. We do have the LG team sitting way out in zone. Jump on board to Team USA. They have the powerhouse commanding position at this time. Did start to see Beer Beavers. They're getting ready to push into this fight. Jump on board with the Beer Beavers. They took down the UK earlier. Can they take down another team? They saw the Catalyst jump down. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to chase that down quickly. They do have a Digi threat. The smoke's not going to do too much. Larusik healing. Vendetka healing. Gonna miss those initial shots out of the Nemesis. Gonna go for the wide swing out of Vendetka. Does have the flatline and the car on light ammo mode. Gonna help preserve some of that ammo for the flatline. And this is where the chaos is gonna go. They're going up into the trees. We're playing a little Jungle Book right now. I can never remember the snake's name in Jungle Book. I believe Vendetka able to down one. Vendetka gonna shoot the smoke out. Gonna completely take out Spain. Vendetka gonna be your current kill leader with 4. A heads up play out of Vendetka to throw the smoke down, knowing that her and her teammates do have digital threats, giving them substantial advantage to be able to see through that smoke cover. Jump over to Renee real quick. I do see that we have some potential contests. Brazil looking like they lost one. They do. They lose Ellie. They're going to lose Estage as well. Tiato trying to stay alive. Gonna throw that smoke out quick. Does have the shield swaps here if she needs them. She opts to grab it. The Nemesis going to do some damage up close. Team Brazil going to be eliminated. Renee becomes your new kill leader just like that. Overtaking Beer Beaver's own Vendetka. Been a very interesting game so far for the United States. Able to take down quite a few. 10 kill points already to their name. 2 placement points for breaking into the top 10. Not a bad way to guarantee yourself 12 points. And we're not even into the top 5 yet. Could see one of the larger scoring games of the evening here out of the United States if they play their cards right, add a couple more kill points, and guarantee themselves a win as round 3 begins to close. Jumping over to Apex South, we do have Ange, Wing, and Alina Bob. Does look like they were getting ready to go for this potential contest here with Beer Beavers, but Beer Beavers not too sure they've poked around this corner enough just yet. Larusik has not spotted him, not called him out. It looks like there's a perfectly little placed tree there. Shout out to the devs for blocking that line of sight. Love that. cheek around the other side. Charge up that 30-30. Does call players there. It looks like LaRusick just had a no-reg, unfortunately. That could be due to the ping. Reminder that we are playing on Dallas servers here for game number 3, and we've got teams from all over the world. The ping differences are notable. Vendetka just took a Kraber shot from wing. A beautiful, beautiful shot out of wing. Gets the headshot on the horizon. Break them. Ear Beavers up here trying to play keep away with their heads from Kraber bullets. My personal favorite game. The Kraber shot comes out again. Vendetka playing with fire. Team Mexico going to be eliminated in your kill feed. We'll drop on down to the south side of the map where some of the action's unfolding. Another EMEA team. It's Pika. Trying to keep the team pushing. They're going to have a team crossing right in front of them, in front of the streets. That's going to be another NA team. Nia and Vave throw down the the catalyst wall. Trying to give themselves a little bit of cover. The Nemesis in hand. Miss E able to get the shield battery charged. Nia does have the black hole. We're going to double black hole it down bottom. We're going to throw those nades. We've got a nice little crossroads here from the catalyst wall. You can see the difference between the blue and the red catalyst wall. The blue one obviously safe to cross through. The red one not so much. Nia able to take down its Pico. One player left, and that's going to be it for Lupelia. EMEA going to lose another team here as we bust into the top 7.
Let's check out that area.
Team Puerto Rico completely secure, sitting inside their building. No real contest for them just yet. Tari, Gwen, and Ava Lee sitting just outside of Mill. Additional teams pushing in. Angel C trying to keep her team safe as Apex South looking for a home. And as they get ready to cross, on board with Gwen, I know she's got that 30-30 in hand. Unable to see through that smoke, unfortunately. And that will be Apex South safely rotating in, finding their home underneath the bridge. Love the structure of these bridge, personally. It gives you numerous options to hide, different angles to take, and even the cover to drop on in down below the bridge. Lena Bob going to be able to go for the shield battery. Should be able to get that off at no problem whatsoever. Beer Beers have made their way into zone. Representing the EU, Vendetka trying to push her team into the top 5. We do have ourselves a mill contest. Team United States trying to stay alive. Scarlita was able to pick up the confirmation kill, Able to pick up one for Renee. Miss E does take down Renee. Beautiful hit fire out of the R99. Gonna drop down right on top of the Seer, and that should be it. Another North American team eliminated. Miss Adil does fall. We are into the top 6. Check on Team Europe over here. Nothing crazy just yet. No kill points to their name. Gen Sabs and Incep, the team that can do it all in the late game. We'll keep an eye on them. Absolutely jumping on board with the United States one more time. They've got the team down below them on Mill. Up to the northwest on Mill.
Hostile spotted.
Renee calls out, we do have a team to the east. Team Puerto Rico right now, they have opted to take the lower... Okay, so they do have the lower and the middle portion of this building. Heads up play out of them. That's going to be Gwen going for the 44 or the 30-30 shots. Hits for 42. So Team Apex South looking for a place to call home that is not a rock. Maybe a place with a little bit of actual building. The Kraber shot not going to connect. That's going to be the last Kraber shot for Wing. Going to have to go for some sort of long rotation around this rock. They could very well have time to do so, but it does lead into Mill directly as we start to close the final circle. Beautiful charge PK for 9. Team Puerto Rico trying to stay alive. EU eliminated APAC North. Also eliminated Gwen. Was able to pick up one of those kills. I know we've got some Gwen fans here in the chat. There goes the Bangalore ult. The bombs are going to come down. The catalyst wall is out. They're looking for home. Looking for cover. Nothing coming through just yet. A lot of digital threats on the map already. Terry taking damage. Ava Lee taking damage. Gwen already down. Terry will fall as Puerto Rico has to settle for 4th place in game number 3. Team United States running away with this game. Beautiful shots from the Nemesis and Renee. Able to break the Bangalore up top mill. Quite a difference in teams here right now. We've got APAC South, Europe, and a United States team. Obviously, United States does have a little bit of an advantage here playing on the Dallas servers. Only one more game here on the Dallas servers. We'll swap back over to New York for the final couple games, giving those EMEA players a little bit of an edge as well. Reducing that ping. Gonna just kick down those cattle stores. We don't actually need those. They're just taking up space. No one's getting ready to push in just yet. Everyone playing that patient game. Got a little bit of time here till that final circle starts to close. A full 2 minutes. Renee, 8 kills to her name. 18 kills here for Team United States as we get ready for the final closure. A win guarantees them a 30-point game. APAC South going to be eliminated. Team Europe going to do what they can to hold off the onslaught that is the United States this game. Renee swings to the right. Excuse me while I have a coughing fit. Renee able to get a break. Samurai able to down Jen. Incept is going to fall. That's going to be Sabs, the last final member of Team Europe. As Team United States come out on top of an absolute monster game for them. Reminder, we're going to be moving over to World's Edge, so hang out, and we'll be back in just a few. All right, we are dropping into game number 3. We've officially moved over to World's Edge. Excuse me, game number 4. We're officially dropping into World's Edge, a beautiful west to east plane path. Gonna give everybody kind of their unique drop spots.
A wee body landed nearby.
All right, excuse me while I swallow some food. Whole Angel Seed taking a lot of damage. Lena Bob also doing so. Wing trying to stay alive. As they were saying in chat earlier, the Prowler does go burr, but unfortunately not burr enough. The North American team of Crest, Wingman, and Miss Don't Miss come out on top of the initial thermal contest. Let's see if we get any more flashy little triangles here on the map. I love that Ashki, Angie, and Shiro able to go up and take Climatizer completely uncontested. Gonna be a beautiful loot pool for them. And while we're at it, let's go see where this next zone's gonna pull, as it pulls all the way down to Thermal Station.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Dopey, Exodia, and Janie are very, very split right now. Not too sure what the comms were there. Maybe they just kind of checked drop spots, made sure that they had no contests in the area. One of our APAC North teams did drop into Trials. Does look like we could get a potential contest here as Gwen gets ready to move. Gwen on Gwen hate.
Extended light magazine here.
Oh, this just can't be allowed. We have Gwen 1 and Gwen 2. Gwen representing Mexico, going to back up quickly. Also going to back up for Team Puerto Rico. Both of our Gwens decided, you know what? Let's just be friends. Friendly Gwendleys. That's what they are. Please don't tell him I said that. That was the worst joke. Horrible. Team USA sitting just below Monument. Team Australia. Miss Ice Cream so good. If you also hate NPC TikToks like I do, Miss Ice Cream so good. Sitting up top of this Mastiff at the ready. The OKC charge was representing Team USA. Yorkers, Jasmine, and Winx sitting down bottom Monument. They do have that white shield on the team, Jasmine. Probably going to be looking to replace that as quickly as possible, but Australia is sitting on double whites and only one blue. Interesting call out from Ice Cream to drop down, give up that high ground, maybe give a little sense of false security there. Drill rains out, a beautiful drill. Actually hits for 24, I believe that was. Fortunately, Ice Cream did take some damage there. Crikey, mate, able to get that beautiful frag. Crazy trying to just keep cover for the team. The Bangalore ult comes out. It is sear after sear after sear over here in Monument. As these two teams go back and forth. USA trying to get their revive up. Gonna be checking this door as they get ready to drop through. The Maggie Ball comes in. Not much is gonna be done once that Maggie Ball starts to move you around. Yoiker's the last remaining member. Gonna be able to down one, representing for Team USA, and unfortunately USA going to fall to Australia. Bottom Monument, no teams in the area for them, so completely uncontested still. Beer Beavers and Canada have moved into Harvester.
Let's check out that one.
And in an interesting array of events, we're gonna jump on board with CA Mexico. Cannot remember what CA stood for. I am so sorry. I'm terrible at this. Literally the worst.
Got company out there.
It might actually have been Colombia? Cannot remember, so I apologize. But we do have a North American representation team here out of Jacob Ash. We and Maxine looking for their place to call home here just outside of Dome as the United States was pushing in. And even behind the U.S., Costa Rica, Mexico, Alita Vinay and Fear Jenner. Ashley actually able to get one of those creeping barrages down. Not sure who that was that they lost for Team USA. It was going to be Samurai, did go down. It's going to be an unfortunate loss for Team USA. Flatline shots are raining out from Scarlita from distance. Able to call those out and almost able to make their way over and get Samurai. Should be able to get Samurai's banner, no problem, pending another team doesn't pop in, which it does look like it's just going to be a 2v3 for the time being. Black Hole went out, 116 damage comes through from Scarlett on the nades. The Thermite's still burning. Beautiful flick for Scarlet, able to almost take down Catalyst. Going to take that Wraith Portal, keep herself safe for the time. Going to pop a couple of these shield cells. The zone is closing. Now, this is only the first zone, so it's not going to do an immense amount of damage, but it is going to do enough damage to make it relatively inconvenient. Team is climbing up. Here comes the R99 shots out of Renee. Renee was on a tear last game with 9 kills, and game number 3's winner is going to be eliminated early with no placement points to their name. Just to give you an idea, we're going to look at all games combined real quick on the leaderboard. Team United States was sitting in first with 48 points. Team Mexico sitting in second with 34, tied with Team Europa. Team Canada sitting in fourth with 31, and EU sitting in fifth with 21. And just 1 second. Just want to make sure I get these scores updated quickly for everybody. Because I don't believe Game 3 actually uploaded the way I intended it to. So, give me 1 second. Let me just upload that file, and we will be good. Anybody looking for scores, all you have to do is type command now in chat. That'll pop that link up for the Boom TV event, which also will now have Game 3. Apologies on the delay. I get so excited sometimes. I just forget.
That spot's calling to us.
Heading back on over to Thermal Station. This is where the initial drop we went down with. Got teams setting up. It looks like we're going to have Team Puerto Rico locking down another 2-story. They did exceptionally well with this strategy earlier in last game. They took a house, they locked it down, and they kept it.
I like the feel of that spot. Let's go. Let's reposition there.
We're just going to sit here and do some animation emotes. Gwen says, no, we don't have time for this. We need to get ready for action.
Let us go there.
Team Canada has locked down the circular building. Not really too much you can do from this building. There's 3 entry points, and every single one of them just as difficult as the last to break through, especially if you've got a catalyst on your side.
They're not close.
Team Europe, they were looking for some help earlier on last game. We are going to lose Belarus. Team Europa has been eliminated. You can see that in the top right of your screen. Tiato able to pick up that kill with a Nemesis. Jen going to have to back up and pop a couple cells. Sabs did take some damage as well.
Slow to roll, but
And Team North America sitting at top of Thermal Station. A beautiful POI to take. You've got the Catalyst, got the Horizon, and you've got the Bangalore to make things rain down if necessary when the rotations come through. We'll see what this next circle is going to do, though, but we're continually pulling southwest inside of these circles.
with my eyes.
Granted, the one thing these players have over myself is they more than likely know where this next zone's going. They know where this game's going to end.
That way he calls
I've only played about maybe 2 hours of Ring Guesser on Apex Legends status. They play 10 hours a day. They know these zones far better than anybody, and unfortunately, we're going to lose Team Brazil at the hands of Gwen and co. Rotating their way out of Countdown. Do have a little ways to go far outside of the circle.
So we head this way.
Team North America, though, they could be getting ready to pinch that. They call out the enemy ping. Does not look like they actually meant to call out the enemy ping. They're going to keep moving. Jumping on board with Colombia and Mexico. Ashley, Jacob, and Maxine trying to stay alive in this little pinch in between tree. Kind of like South Thermal, I guess. South Thermal. That was a tongue twister. They are going to be able to take high ground. The Seer ult comes out. Let's see where those footsteps go. All the doors seem to be blocked off. Ashley going to go for the wide swing. No doors at all. Here comes the initial car shots through. Over 400 rounds of heavy ammo. Ready to go for this car. A beautiful little break on Seer. Seer did try and get the quick swap over. Ashley actually going to be able to break 2. Still has not taken the time to heal. Jacob going for the damage. Unable to make it happen. Maxine has gone down. Ashley looking for the heals. Can Jacob get through the door? Fortunately going to be unable to do so. Minerva able to finish up Maxine. Somehow keeping Colombia, Mexico alive. They are taking shots from another direction. This will be a third party. We've got a team in absolute lockdown inside behind this command desk. Natty Nunez gonna go for the revive, able to get it on Tefo 2-6. Minerva has been playing cover this whole time. Gonna be a crazy respawn actually coming through on Maxine using the respawn beacon next to a third-party chaos fight. South America still sitting comfortably. Spain is the other team that's moved into this fight. They've taken the high ground on top of this small little office building. The Horizon Q does come out, giving Spain a little bit of height. Bangalore ult's coming through. Trying to give themselves just a little bit of cover. This has been completely action-packed down here for the time being. Soku's going to be down. Natty comes up with the Prowler. Prowler does indeed go burr. As Spain is eliminated in 12th place, guaranteeing themselves at least 1 placement point. But you do want to get a little bit more than that as we get later into the day. Alright, we have no extreme zone teams, which is wonderful to see. We love pushing all these teams into the playing field. South America still alive. Very comfortable. Going to take a couple of those long-range shots. I believe that was coming from Exodia over here.
I say we go there.
It was not. I was wrong.
Let's go. Let's go that way.
Team Europe spots out another team rotating into thermal station. I cannot imagine. Okay, so they're actually going to go bottom thermal, which is a really heads-up call. Sabs. Absolute laser beams. Sabs probably playing on 120, 150 ping right now, playing from Poland. Connecting those shots like it's nobody's business, playing on the Dallas server here in game number 4. The first game of 3 on World's Edge. The Kraber is coming into play. It'll be right in front of Team Europe. Jen, Incep, and Sabs, whoever picks up this Kraber, going to be a tear on the remainder of this lobby. Going to be able to pop shots at the teams up top, pop shots at the teams in the distance, kind of have their way. South America is still alive over here. They were pushed out of the house. A wise decision to actually evacuate that house. Nadi pushing across. Minerva does throw the smoke down Bangalore. Able to give her team a little bit of cover. It's not going to be enough. She can't sit back and heal just yet. She was inside zone. South America is going to be eliminated at the hands of Mexico. Gwenseries and Gabs trying to stay alive. They were taking damage as well. And that was going to be the Colombian-Mexican team. Maxine and Ashwee do have the balloon in hand of Ashwee. Be able to use that for those late rotations, the quick get the hell out of dodge plays. Team North America going to go for some of those shots from long range. Crest Step does not have a lot of heavy ammo. Sitting in that backpack right now, only 134. No Loba. Not going to be able to do any extra looting. Care package does get pinged. They know. Oh, do they know that there is a Kraber? Never something you want to be staring down the barrel of. Unlike the game before, not a lot of digital threats being seen so far. Miss don't miss. Only team right now just taking a couple of these pop shots. Does have a Nemesis with 80 rounds in the bag, but not going to be a lot of rounds for the late game. We do see Team EU eliminated, I believe. That was going to be the Beer Beavers, and it was, as APAC North comes out on top of that EMEA fight. Linko, Julie, and Fariaz. I have never said your name right. I am so sorry. If you would like to give me the pronunciation, I will do my best to remember it. I promise. You see Dopey getting a couple kills. Pop on over to Team Puerto Rico. Ava Lee is taking a little bit of damage. Gwen missing a little tick of that purple Evo. And Arcscar going to do just a little bit of an inconvenience of damage more than anything. Charging up the PK from Ava. Does see the one player outside. Player going to opt to climb up on top of that. I believe this is Team Canada sitting up top with Jamie and Dopey. You always love to see Ava and Janie playing up against each other. Sab's also in the lobby. The trio. Not so much recently signed with TSM, but a powerhouse team nonetheless. Tari almost going down. Gwen for you, the strongest player left. Gwen for you goes down, and that's going to be Team Canada taking out Puerto Rico. We also lose Mexico and APAC North on this late rotation as we are down to the final 4 squads.
Enemy spotted.
Ashley with the long rotation here, swung extra wide from her team.
Let's check out that area.
Come on, get to this spot.
Right now, Team Europe, Jen, Insep, and Sabs, they do have their real estate locked down. They've had it locked down for a little bit now. Not 100% sure anyone's picked up that Kraber just yet. Have not heard that pop. Janie able to heal up, get that shield battery off. Going to be able to also loot these relatively uncontested as they go through and pick up the remaining loot. Going to grab a couple extra nades, some heals. You can see Janie sitting here with 4 medkits in her bag.
We have an enemy out there. Watch it. Enemy there. In my face.
Ashley going to put a couple shots down Rain. Unfortunately going to miss those. The bang ult will come out for Ashley. Going to push Team Europe inside of their building. Team Canada has picked up the Kraber in the hands of Janie. Janie does lock onto us here on the edge, sees the horizon, almost pulls the trigger. You can see the trigger discipline. Not me. I would have blown every shot there.
I like this spot.
Janie does go for the quick turn and burn. Able to break the catalyst. Does get broken herself from the Nemesis. It was firing down on her. Catalyst wall comes out. Not going to be able to see through that. Going to make that super unfortunate for them. Not going to have any real shots. Janie with that Kraber still. Going to lose Dopey on the initial contest. Should be able to get Janie up, or excuse me, Dopey up with no problem whatsoever. Going to give Colombia, Mexico a little bit of a breathing room. Team Europe still sitting top of that house. Full control of the high ground. You can see where the circle's going to pull after this round is complete. Janie, Dopey, Exodia. Looking for a win. After such an unfortunate 2v3 in game number 2 back on Storm Point. Looking to have a little of a redemption arc. Team Canada, just a reminder, score-wise, they are sitting in 4th place. They do have 31 points to their name, and Janie hits another. Try and swing over to the side a little bit wide here. Janie just playing peekaboo with everybody's head at this point. 30 seconds and the world is going to start to close around them. Team Canada, Team Europe, and Colombia, Mexico. The final 3 teams in game number 1 here on World's Edge. Game number 4 overall. All 3 teams looking to break into that first place spot, earn their way into the top 3, earn their part of this $300 prize pool put on by the Venus Invitational. Again, make sure to use command Venus, VENUS, here in chat. Make sure to give the Venus Invitational Twitter a follow, and a huge shout out to Fierce Trans Girl for helping organize this amazingly diverse event. Smoke's going to rain through from Ashley. She's not going to take as much damage as the other teams were hoping. Should be able to heal up just a little bit. Only has one cell. I hope that's not the only heal she has. That's going to be all she does have. Team Europe, Jen. Whether it's Jen with passion, Jen with so much passion, or just Jen, does have the bang ult sitting in her bag. Gonna be ready to drop this at any time. Janie was able to down one. Trying to finish up that kill as quickly as possible. Beautiful heads up cat play out of Dopey. Dopey able to down one. Janie able to confirm the kill. Zodia trying to stay alive. Here comes Team Europe looking for real estate. Dopey does drop down, has the Prowler. Drops through the Catalyst wall, catches the Bangalore by surprise. That's going to be Jen inside, taking damage. That's going to be Incept. Janie, can she finish it up? And she can. Congratulations to Team Canada on the redemption arc. A beautiful way to come through, close out game number 4. Janie did work with the Kraber from the beginning of picking it up. So congratulations to Team Canada as they secure their first win in tonight's Venus Invitational. We will be back with you shortly as we drop into game number 5 and move over to New York servers. All right, as our amazingly talented pool of ladies get ready to drop into game number 5. Just want to give a quick rundown on the leaderboard. Team Canada finally came out and clutched what they've earned. A big win from Team Canada does move them into first place, 55 points to their name. Second place going to be Team United States with 48. Team Mexico sitting in a comfortable third with 46. Team Europa in fourth with 35. And Team Europe in fifth with 31. A tie with Team NA. For more information on the scores, type command now, NOW, in chat. And that'll redirect you to the overall leaderboard, show you who has how many kills. And you can check on your favorite players from there, but Janie, Dopey, and Exodia, they've been hunting for that first place for a little while. So definitely earn that. Another west to east pull. Will we see another thermal station ending? Question mark. We will not. Phew, I was really worried I was about to jinx that. I was actually a little scared. But we will see more of a northeastern pull, looking like an overlook finish. Personally, I like overlook. I don't drop there much, but I do like it. We do have the contest down at thermal station again. Want to get down there as quickly as possible. North America, miss, don't miss. We could see a total swapperoonie. Arc stars do come through. I think they're going to be a touch too late. Miss, don't miss. Going for that fake res. Going to try and bait him. Wing going to fall. A beautiful hipfire charge rifle out of Angel. Cress, last remaining player, does not have a lot of heals to work with, it looks like. Does have a couple basic flesh heals. Nothing too crazy just yet. Miss, don't miss. Trying to give away some information here, but the information's just not there to give. Cress seemingly was able to get all of her heals. This could be the chance to go for the revive right now. A beautiful heads-up play to use that Horizon lift. Keep the teammates out of the keep the team out of the door. Cress able to finish off Lena Bob. White Shield, a beautiful push in. A very heads-up push from Crest. As Apex South going to be eliminated, and America comes out on top of the second contest between these two teams at Thermal Station. A beautiful play by Crest to secure those 3 points. Once again, we do have some potential Gwen-on-Gwen action getting ready to happen. We are just outside Lava Fisher and Countdown. Team Puerto Rico on the run right now. Not so much that they're scared, maybe because they've got some actual good loot for the time being. And they'd like to keep it that way. Here comes Team Mexico throwing the Nemesis shots across the gap. Cereza, Gwen, and Gabs trying to take a couple extra kill points and add them to their tally. Quick reminder that Mexico is sitting in third with 46 points. Puerto Rico looking for their shot in top 5 as well. Gabs unable to spot anybody. Using the heartbeat sensor. Does look like Team Puerto Rico was able to not only get away, but make their way over to the Mirage Voyage. You have a fight here. Monument yet again in Australia. Unfortunately getting there a little late, but Australia is going to come out on top. Unfortunately, CRG going to be eliminated. Bottom Monument, almost the exact same spot that they lost this contest in the game prior. Unfortunate to see for OKC, but game 6. That could be their shot. They know what they've done wrong now twice. You sit back, you reevaluate, and you get yourself ready to go. Their fight just outside of Overlook over here, and this is going to be Team UK. Brazil going to be eliminated. Shiro coming through with the help of Angie in her car. Team UK coming out on top. As another NA team starts to rotate in. They know that there's these players over here in Overlook somewhere. able to spot them out relatively quickly, give that information to her teammate. Nia's going to swing wide. Going to try and take a little bit of high ground. Does see the player going into the storage room. And it does sound like Team UK actually rotated up top of this little platform. They did. Angie looking for anything. Angie does find them. Unfortunately, they found Angie first. The Nemesis going to rain through. Angie does have the 30-30. Does also have a shield swap, thanks to Shiro. Angie's going to have to play low ground now. Does still have the 30-30 R99. Did not swap those out just yet. Ashki dropping in. Ashki, Angie, and Shiro getting ready to push in on this North American squad. Unfortunately, going to get hit by those micro drones. They know the team's swinging wide. Going to stop just outside of the fence here. Shiro going to play long distance wingman. Unfortunately, unable to do so through the catalyst wall. The player getting ready to climb up over the fence. Here goes Ashki and Angie. Horizon does go up. Here comes the black hole. You're going to want to get away from that as quickly as possible. Luckily, you are able to damage it. Going to call out the drone, actually, from Shiro playing Lifeline in comp. You'll love to see it. Angie taking some damage. Not going to back up completely. Able to turn and burn on one player. Able to hit for 46. Hits for 12 on the hipfire. Faith does fall. Ashki able to down Nia as well. Only one player left for the NA squad. And UK is going to come out on top yet again, putting 6 total kills to their name so far. But before they even think about celebrating, Team Australia has made a long rotation into Overlook, if they're looking for their fair share of KP now as well. Razy was able to down Angie. We have a team coming in from the north. Not moving in just yet. That's going to be an APAC North team. They're going to take their time to move into this. We are back on New York server, so their ping's going to be a little bit higher. We did just lose a Costa Rica, Mexico. Alita Vanna, unfortunately, going to fall there on the top right of your screen. We're down to the top 13. Australia going to block off the door. You could potentially play just the worst kind of Apex and just block them into the room. You see Janie, Team Canada, taking down Samurai Sky in the top right. That's going to be a contest we can jump to here as well. We'll pop back up to this one if Overlook is still under contest. But Canada, your game 4 winners, looking to do it again. Janie, Dopey, and Exodia taking some fire. Dopey is down to 1. Exodia going to go for the swing wide here. There is another team sitting just outside, not really looking to take any of that action. Oh, so that's going to be Team USA, excuse me. Ashley with the quick flick of the car. Able to take down Dopey. Dopey does take down Maxine, so we are in a little bit of a trade-off. But the United States has healed up Scarlet, Samurai, and Renee. Gonna make some quick changes. Scarlet running a very dangerous setup right now. Minimal heavy. But that's going to be both. Almost both teams, excuse me. As Team United States comes in after what could have been absolutely devastating, losing Samurai Sky early to Janie. Team Canada is going to be eliminated. That's going to be Janie bleeding out. Team Canada unable to repeat, but we are down into the top 10. And as we can see up here, we did lose the UK team of Shiro. Ashki and Angie. Team Australia came out on top of that. They pushed in with confidence, blocked off those doors, and took over Overlook. Beautiful play out of Team Australia. Ice cream indeed, so good. Defo has taken a little bit of damage, has not healed up completely yet. The Seer ult has come through. The Catalyst wall is also going to come out from Natty. And they're going to be following closely behind, trying to make this long rotation over to the other side of this fight. That's going to be Team North America, determining their opportunity to pull back completely from this fight, disengage. Love the play out of Crest there to actually use the Horizon lift to get herself halfway up the zipline as is. Unfortunately, going to start to rotate over into where Team United States is already playing confidently. They're going to back up. They took their time looting. Everybody should be kitted to the nines right now. Samurai has not healed up completely. Neither has Renee. Samurai going to be doing so. 12 cells in Renee's bag right now. And all she has to do is just use one. But she's being stubborn. Won't do it. Confidence. Circle going to start to close. Going to have to start to push out of Geyser quickly. Gwen for you in Puerto Rico, starting to rotate through caves on the very eastern side of Geyser. Going to be able to rotate north into South Overlook to respawn town. Should be able to take their time and do so. This is going to be where the big fights break out. North America trying to stay alive. They do lose Wingman Abuser to Renee. Gonna throw that lift up. Try and just try to get Wingman inside. Should be able to go for the revive here quickly. Unable to do so as we do have a player wrapping around. This is going to be Samurai. Heads up play from Samurai. Excuse me, to wrap around that side of the building as well. I don't care what anybody says. Apex Legends is a horror game. EU going to be eliminated. Vendetta and the Beer Beavers are down and out. Team Australia claims another. Down to the final 7 squads. Gabs, Gwen, Cereza sitting just outside of this little pass through. And the circle is going to pull in a completely different direction. I believe everybody had their eyes set on Overlook. And we're going to essentially no man's fragment. Well, the nice thing about this, you can see here, we've got the hills, we've got the drop-off, so there are going to be able to be teams over here. You've got options over here, and you've got high ground here. Now, there's not really any buildings other than this one car, which nobody has opted to take just yet for this next zone. So it will be interesting to see where these players start to rotate to, but Europa, one of the teams we've had our eye on all evening long, currently sitting in 4th with 35 points to their name, looking to break into that top 3, earn themselves a little bit of money this evening here in the Venus Invitational.
Let's check out this area.
Nothing just yet. It's going to be Team United States. This is going to be a battle for them. They're getting ready to run uphill, and they know that there were teams in Geyser. Scarlett's going to go for the heal, and right as she pops over this hill is where things are going to get bad. Here comes the fight. The fight's going to break out. Able to almost get one. Cereza takes down Scarlett. A little bit of zone gatekeeping. Samurai going to try and break this one player. Unable to do so as Gwen hits her with the wingman. Team Puerto Rico unfortunately eliminated on their long rotation through caves. Gwen for you, Ava and Terry will fall. They'll have to settle for 6th. Renee, just going to sit there. They're waiting to go through, potentially just looting. Not really interested in the portal just yet. They do have the knowledge, though, that the portal has not gone down. So the Wraith has to be within reach, which I think is what they're going to go on the hunt for right now. No Bloodhounds. Not able to track it as easy as you'd like. But Gab's going to use that Sears heartbeat sensor to try and track him down. Renee with a very heads-up play right now. Should be able to drop this. She's going to take that portal back into zone. She's actually going to opt not to. She's not going to go for banners and fear of banner camping. A wise call, actually.
They might have seen you.
Renee is still alive. Going for one hell of a run, but unfortunately, they do have her numbers. They call it out. This is where the heartbeat sensor is going to come through. Gwen trying to keep things rolling for the team. Gwen's going to go second story. Cereza's going to go third. Surprise, Renee. It's not going to work as Gwen takes height. And that's going to be all that was written for Team United States this game. Team South America would love to see South America get themselves on the board. Nice big hefty win potentially for Naughty, Tef, and Minerva. Now. We'll just jump on board with Naughty. I heard the Kraber shot. I heard it. Calm down. Gonna lead just a bit too much. Miss the Bangalore's kneecaps. Those tricky kneecaps. Gonna take a shot at the Seer over here on the other side. This is going to be Team Australia. We're back on New York servers. We've given Australia almost a little bit of a disadvantage. No full push just yet. We do have Mexico sitting just to their south. As you can see, there's no actual real estate that's exceptionally worth claiming. You've got this box here that Gwen was sitting on. Excuse my frame tearing. I have no idea why it does it. I've checked my settings 100 times, so I have no idea. But this is going to be Team Mexico getting ready to contest. Here comes the black hole. The nades come out. This is not a friendly bang alt. Gwen able to rotate out of there with ease. Minimal damage taken. Gab's able to stay alive. I do like this play from Team Europa to push in and get a piece of the action, but unfortunately they've got no real estate to work with other than one little car. Silver Rain almost gets the break on the gold Evo. Able to break the bang. Here comes Gwen and co. Europa gonna be eliminated. Team Mexico come out on top of another fight this game. Doing a wonderful job. Team South America. Naughty with the Prowler. Excuse me, Tep with the Prowler. Tep does go down. Minerva still alive. Naughty still alive. Naughty going for the shield battery. Unable to get that off, but Minerva trying to stay alive does get the shield swap. It is absolute chaos for us. Team Mexico comes in from behind to clean it up. A crispy little example of what happens when you turn your back in Apex Legends. Congratulations to Team Mexico as they win game number 5 of the Venus Invitational. We will be back with you in just a few for the conclusion of today's event. We're going into game number 6 here on World's Edge in just a few.
Dropped into third place.
All right, as we get ready to drop into game number 6, again, just want to say, I cannot talk tonight. I'm so sorry. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you who has come through to support your favorite team, your favorite region, and an overall thank you to Fierce Trans Girl for helping put on such an amazingly diverse event. We have Japan to Australia to Brazil to Canada. We just kind of went global with it. And it's absolutely amazing to see all of these talented ladies just go through the ringer here on World's Edge as we go into game number 6. But again, just thank you to everybody that's come through. Make sure you use Command Venus and follow the Venus Invitational team on Twitter as we get ready to move into an amazing remainder of the year of events. But here we are, game number 6 of the Venus Invitational, the final game to be played this evening. We'll go over scores here with you shortly. Just want to check on where these teams are going to be dropping. But Team Mexico, after a dominant game number 5, has moved themselves into first place with 66 points. Team United States, 62 points. Team Canada, 60, and that's going to round out your top 3. We are going to go from Thermal Station. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We are going to jump on board with Winx and Co. for USA first this game. We'll keep an eye on that kill feed up on the top right. We're going to see if Crest Step comes out on top of that Thermal Station contest off loop. But Team USA looking to stay alive against their Australian counterparts. They've pushed into Monument 2 games in a row here on World's Edge. And unfortunately have not done well on those contests just yet. But I do see Angel C falling in the kill feed. So that's going to be 1 down for the APAC team. Lena Bob able to get that trade. So it does look like that's a 2v1 right now in favor of America. Crest Step keeping the team moving. Little Peacekeeper pickup. Good call up for Winx. And that's going to be Apex South eliminated once again. Miss don't miss. Crest Step coming out on top of that fight. 3 for 3 on the Thermal Station contest for the night. I do apologize for missing that, but I fully expected Winx in Australia to land Monument again with each other, and that was not the case. Exodia, Dopey, and JD went for one hell of a split yet again, and it might come back to hurt Janie. As Maya looking for what's left. Does look like it's Piku from the EMEA team was unable to get their 3rd in. No other contest going on just now. Keeping an eye on this. This is the fight right here I would love to see take place. Once again, Team Puerto Rico over in Lava Fisher. Team Mexico sitting in Countdown.
Hostile right here.
Serene keeping everything very quiet up in Skyhook. They know that there's a team landing up here to the western side over in Trials. Crazy. Piku's gonna bust into it. Natalie does fall. Soku able to down. It's Piku. Only have the Havoc with a couple rounds left. Throws out the lift. Gonna be able to keep these players at bay for the time being. Gonna go down around. And cheeky little stick on the door. That is the worst thing in the world right there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do much. EMEA is eliminated as Spain comes out and earns themselves 2 kill points. Little friendly box shooting. Team USA made the decision. You know what? We've lost this contest twice. And this is what we were hoping that CRG was going to do. Realize they've made those micro mistakes in that Monument fight. Regroup, adjust, and now Team USA looking for a couple kill points as they move over towards Team Brazil just outside of Overlook. My least favorite R99 site. Team Puerto Rico it is. We'll jump on board Puerto Rico for the time being. They're sitting inside Landslide. Used to be one of my favorite areas to drop. Back when it wasn't Landslide. Team Mexico, previous game winner. Gabs does pick up the shield swap. Gwen and Syriza. Gonna have to back up for the time being. That Bangalore ult gonna do just enough damage to stun everything around. We do have quite a few teams down to the south right now, so we might jump down there shortly. Otherwise, it's going to be Team Mexico. Not really sure where that beacon scan just came from. But we'll jump down to South America. It's just because we've got 3 teams down here. All different regions representing, trying to put up a couple extra points for themselves. Dopey actually able to take down Tef very quickly. South America going to be down to 2. Canada has moved in for their fair share of the action. Canada doing amazing so far. Just keeping an eye on where all these other teams are going. We're going to go up top again because now we've got a 4th party. Gabs going to be taking that 30-30 damage from range. Syriza also down, losing health. Gwen hasn't taken much damage yet, so trying to get things out for the players. Knows that a beautiful quick hit from Gwen. The heads up play to hide behind that pillar momentarily. Going to pick up these thermites. Should be able to play her life. Excuse me, as long as Gwen can get away from this, which she should be able to. Belarus Team Europa. Trying to stay alive inside the 4-story here in, inside Skyhook. Jumping over Team NA. This is going to be the triple take. In the hands of Vape. Trying to get this cheeky little angle through the window. Unable to make anything connect. As Gwen's actually getting downs as a solo. You see that up in the kill feed. Able to take down Farias. I changed it up from the last time I said it. I figured eventually I'll say it right. That's the plan. APAC North going to be throwing lead down range from that R301. Lingo hailing all the way from Japan. Hitting these shots. Playing better on 300 ping than I do on, what am I on right now? 57. We'll talk about it later. Going to try and stop this player spawning in, but it does look like they'll be able to get their 3rd back. APAC North back to semi-full strength. Beautiful shots out of Alinko, but that triple take's going to be coming from Gwen from range. I had a feeling it was. Gwen not taking her foot off the gas, even though she's a solo. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get back Syriza, it looks like. I cannot believe what Gwen just did. Used the Horizon Lift to get herself up, able to get Syriza's banner. What an absolute powerhouse. Gwen all by her lonesome, not only able to keep other teams at bay, but pick up a kill point and get both of her teammates' banners. A true MVP coming out for Team Mexico right now. Beer Beavers and one of our NA teams getting ready to connect. They are just inside Vault, below Landslide. Australia is going to be eliminated. USA is going to be eliminated. We do see CRG fall. They did make it up to 15th this game, which is great to see. And we also lose Team Brazil. So some unfortunate early losses. Team USA did a wonderful job making sure that they didn't take that early contest at Monument to avoid Team Australia. But once this first circle's closed in, the map gets a little bit smaller. That is unfortunately just the way that Apex Legends works. A little bit of RNG can only take you so far. As we look towards a fragment finish. It's going to be Team United States moving through zone, trying to get their way back into the game quickly. Instep from Team Europe's going to be hanging out, just keeping an eye on these players, making sure they're not coming out behind. As Team Europe tries to move up in. Dabs did take some damage. Jen with the Nemesis out and the 2x4. You know what? It's time for a Bangalore ult, she says, and throws it down. The Catalyst does take some damage. Jen does get broken. Gonna have to pop that shield battery in quickly. Saps going for the heals. Incept does have the charged up Sentinel. A beautiful shot for 132. Breaks the horizon. Able to see these players trying to hide behind the box in the cargo. It's not going to work as well as they wanted. Jen almost able to take that one down. And here comes the 3rd party. Here comes the 4th party. We have 5 teams getting ready to go back to back to back. Colombia, Mexico pushing in, looking for their spot of these kill points. It's going to be UTF-T's Spain. Beautiful heads up to get out of dodge. APAC North going to be eliminated in 14th place. Thank you so much for playing in the Venus Invitational. We do have some chaos happening as Team Europe trying to stay alive as Team United States has joined the fight against Team EMEA. Good shots from Scarlet with the R301. Zip in play, almost goes for the one clip. Renee's on an absolute tear this evening. Even with a no extended clip car. Gonna hit a couple of those hip fire shots. Not gonna be able to connect for all of them. And that should be Scarlet able to finish up the last remaining player for Team Canada. Team Canada down and out. The leaderboard's going to see a mix-up today. We do have players already backing out of the lobby. They know what's needed. They know what they need to do. Team Mexico, your current leaders, playing way on the edge of zone. No need to take these fights if they don't need to just yet. Placement points will be key for them as we get into this final few minutes of Game 6 here in the Venus Invitational. Colombia, Mexico eliminated at the top right of your screen. Gonna fall to Team Europe. Puerto Rico gonna throw out the Seer ult. They see the footsteps taking place down bottom. They know they can't come up top. Almost stuck that Seer right on the top of his cute little hat. A beautiful thermite to take down that door. Quick work of the catalyst block. Terry with an arc star in hand. They know the push is going to be coming through. It's going to be a matter of time. And Nadia goes for the window peek. Nadia taking some damage, and Nadia able to absolutely take advantage as Puerto Rico is eliminated. A beautiful play out of South America. And here comes a long-range L-Star from Creststep. Just misses the connect on that arc star. The frag goes in. Here comes the black hole. Chaos going to come through any minute now for North America v South America. South America played that last fight so beautifully. And unfortunately now I think they're going to put themselves in a bit of a bind. They might have been able to get their revive off. This is actually going to be Team Mexico getting ready to embrace this fight from distance. We'll have a team coming in from behind them. It's going to be Team Serene. Gwen going in as entry fragger, going to try and get some of those arc star hits. Not a lot of light ammo to her name right now. Going to pick up a couple extra little bit of those. Pick up a little laser so she can hit fire from range. And here comes the team coming in from behind. This is going to be Team United States. They've moved in and taken over Cereza Falls. Thank you for the follow, and Nezadia. Appreciate you. Gwen and Gabs, excuse me, able to get away. They are going to run into a couple other teams right as they move into this part of Fragment. Going to go for these shield swaps. Give Gwen the blue. She should be able to level that up pretty quickly. The way she's been landing shots today should be red by the time we come back.
Let's go over there.
On board with the U.S. again. Actually, we're going to move up here to the U.K. UK right now, very favorable position, just kind of chilling. Watching these teams fly in, they're going to actually opt to land top Streamer House. A dangerous play. This is going to be North America. Not sure who they're fighting, but we'll check on that here in a minute. As Creststep's taking some damage, he's going to go to pop this shield. It's going to be another North American team. It's Nia's team. Don't miss. Able to down another one. Only one player left. It should be their Catalyst. Broken for 108. Catalyst going to go to drop over the edge. Not going to happen as Crest absolutely snaps onto Vape. And Team NA eliminated. Team North America comes out on top. Gabs and Gwen still sitting up on top of this building. Have yet to be pushed. This definitely has to be Naughty sitting on these windows. Naughty loves to just jump up on those windows. She does. Good heads-up play to keep themselves alive. Gab's going to have to retreat. Gwen moving down bottom, knows the fights are coming through, gets the break on one, retreats, almost loses her life in the process. Samurai Sky pushes up on Gwen. We might lose Gwen, and we will down Samurai. Beautiful heads up out of Gabs. Be able to go for the shield swap. Gets the recharge and the reload ready to go. Should be able to pop that med kit and quickly. No one's actually pushed up on her just yet, which is very confusing. And as I say that, a little bit of a curse comes through because now she's got players shooting at her through the window, unable to make the happen work. Team Mexico going to be eliminated. Sabs and Team Europe going to come out on top of this fight. Team North America sitting just across the way from them. Do have eyes on the fight, not too much they can do. They know there's a fight in train station. The Seer Q is out. And it's going to be Minerva trying to keep things alive for South America. Unable to do so, it's going to be Team Europa coming out on top of that fight. As Lorena becomes this lobby's new kill leader so far with 4. Crest, you can hear the L-Star raining from across the map. It's almost as indisputable as the sound of a Kraber.
Well, we have an enemy out there.
Things going to start to slow down now. We're inside the 4th zone. 4 squads left. Everyone knowing that they might have needed a couple kill points to put themselves up a little further in the lobby. Leads to quite an aggressive game. Team UK right now not in a hurry at all to move into this next zone.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
Everybody make sure to take a nice sip of water. Get yourself nice and hydrated as we get ready to close round 4. Angie sitting almost dead center circle where the next zone's going to be once round 4 has closed. Beautiful little taps there out of Angie from range. Hits for 50. Not too bad. Cheryl's going to pick up the bow. See what we can't do with the bow check. Going to pull back the arrow and release. Going to miss from far, but that's okay. Katniss Everdeen missed once in a while, too. A beautiful shot for 96 out of Shiro with the bow check. UK right now sitting in a favorable position. They do have the only team in zone as of right now. Zone going to close here in just another minute, 15 seconds. Incep, Jen, and Sabs representing EMEA. Team Serene out of EMEA and Miss Don't Miss Crust Step in Wingman Abuser representing North America. 3 EMEA teams against 1 NA team, and you know what they say, NA on top, so I'm just kidding, I'm not biased. I actually like a lot of the EMEA teams. Hackus, hi buddy. UK still the only team sitting inside of the zone thus far. No one looking for the home just yet, but here comes North America looking to make their way in, looking for a little bit of real estate, a place to call home. Rent is extremely high in this area of the map. It's going to cost you exceptionally, potentially with your life if you don't play it smart. Crest going to take a little bit of damage quick, unable to really locate where that player is, knows they're over on the other side of that icicle. Wingman gonna back up and heal. Miss, don't miss. Doing the same. Team Europe, where are they going to move? It looks like they might have a corner. A very minute corner. Inside zone. Not something you're gonna want to sit inside. One thermal. Thermite, excuse me. And it's over with. I like the play from Incep. Unfortunately, none of the team's going to be rotating through that building. This is going to be Team Europa looking to get their fair share of the action. Going to be able to break the black hole, and quickly a beautiful play out of Silver Rain to keep things rolling for the team. Here comes the Seer. Going to throw the Seer all, going to know where all these players are. North America going to be eliminated. We'll have an EMEA battle for the final 3 teams. Round 5 is almost done and dusted. Team Europe sitting inside the Gibby bubble. Just outside the Gibby bubble. UK going to be sitting up on the tracks. Going to dump an Arc Star up there from Sabs. A long grenade from Poland to the United Kingdom. You do see Shiro taking Belarus down in the kill feed using that bow check. Sab's going to go for the climb. Unfortunately, it's going to turn into 127 hours. She can't get up the rocks. Jen going for the ultimate. 83%, getting closer. Going to take that down in quickly. UK, while they were sitting in the favorable position to win, right now sitting in between these two teams who have not decided to work together and take down the UK just yet. Micro Jones gonna come out, gonna hinder things a little bit. The catalyst wall comes through. Team UK sitting inside of an absolute hellstorm right now. Here comes Serene from the other side. Shiro's going to fall. Team UK just trying to stay alive, and the team that should have won it all, unfortunately, does lose their footing as Team Europe gets ready to take on Europa. Europa does have one down. Looks like they're able to get Jen back up, so Jen is completely healed. Sabs going to peek around this corner, does have the digital threat, sees the shadow moving through, hits for 46 and a little change. Bangalore is hurt. Bangalore almost broken. Beautiful shots come through from Sabs as both players are fleshed. This should be Jen wrapping all the way around for the win, and it is! Congratulations to Team Europe. Going to be your Game 6 winners here in the Venus Invitational. Absolutely amazing, amazing event. Cannot say thank you enough to all of the players, everybody who helped organize, handle invites, what have you. The biggest shout out to Fierce Trans Girl for helping put the whole event on, getting all these invites organized, working on graphics. It's been an absolute blast to work with thus far. Can't wait to do the one next month with everybody. But do want to go over some final scores real quickly, which we will have announced on Twitter in the very, very short future. It'll take me a little bit to update the leaderboard, and we will get that published out on Twitter for everybody. But Team United States does come out on top with 72 points. Team Mexico rounding out second with 71. Team Canada coming in third, claiming it with 62 points. Fourth place is going to be Team Europa with 60. Fifth place, going to be Team Europe. That's going to be the Sabs team. Team Europa, that is Serene. So Europa had 60 in fourth. Team Europe rounding out fifth with 50 points. And very notable mention is going to be Team Australia. Sixth place, 36 points. They were tied with the North American team and the Colombian-Mexican team. But playing from Australia on New York servers, absolutely amazing to see Australia show up, frag out, take down a couple teams in the process. It's been an absolute blast so far. I do just want to find somebody that's live that we can send a little bit of love over to. I will not be staying online so that I can go take care of graphics and get some stats updated. Scarlett, thank you so much for the follow. And holy hell, did you guys put on a show today? My God. All right, we are going to set up the raid. We are going to head over to the Spanish viewing party that we had for today's event. Thank you again, everybody, for making the Venus Invitational another absolutely amazing event. We'll have that full leaderboard on for you shortly on socials. So until next time, see you soon.